art is subjective. So it's only natural that different people take different things from it. Entertainment value too becomes remarkably versatile once you accept that subjectivity. Some people simply want to watch something and feel happy. Others seek deeper meaning behind a work of art. Still, others find solace in art that reinforces their existing worldview. Perhaps it's my own limited exposure to the rich tapestry of human artistry, but I have never seen an author wield their accumulated cultural capital to win what essentially amounts to a Twitter catfight. Maybe I simply lack the open mindedness to consider that a legitimate possibility. We live in the age of dunks, hype movements, and aura farming. Political gains and concessions are drawn in lines of sand, quickly buried under the sheer volume of cultural capital. The way to win now is to thoroughly humiliate your opponent on a public stage. So, in that sense, I understand why an author might do it. At the same time, it says a great deal about that author when they choose to torpedo their own show just to score a dunk on an ideological opponent, unbothered by legacy, unburdened by consistency of their own artwork. One must be thoroughly consumed by their hatred for their nemesis. Kurt Vonnegut once said, and I quote, "During the Vietnam War, every respectable artist in this country was against the war. It was like a laser beam. We were all aimed in the same direction. The power of this weapon turned out to be that of a custard pie dropped from a stepladder 6 feet high." Unquote. The natural ceiling for what an artist can achieve under capitalism remains subservient to capital. Moreover, using art to make a political statement inevitably depends on the quality of the artwork itself. But crafting a piece of art primarily to enrage a handful of people, especially at the expense of other fans and broader viewership, comes across as simply disrespectful. Disrespectful to those who spent time engaging with the story as faithfully as they could. As I mentioned in the previous video, the conversation between author and audience is a two-way street, a transaction of accumulated and spent goodwill. So, what happens when, instead of engaging with the viewership, the author singles out a few specific people and expressly creates something to spite them? Is that an acceptable expenditure of cultural capital in this day and age? A cheap dunk destined to be forgotten in a few summers?